All right, so I want you guys to, just cast a vote. Hopefully, you guys can pick one artwork that is, really good. And this is the result. Three of you guys pick A, three of you guys pick B, and then one of you pick C. Oh, four of you guys pick F. Oh, I didn't expect that, but I guess right now is really popular, huh? The game Among Us. So yeah, almost every single period, people either pick F or A. Yeah, I like A a lot better. I think A is pretty creative. I like it a lot. F is okay. I mean, I play the game too, but I'm not very good at it. So, all right. So let's start the lesson. All right. So today we're going to do something new. All right. This is something brand new. We are kind of done with the transformation stuff. We are done with the inequalities and absolute value. We are done with that for a while. Okay. They will come back, but not right now. All right. So today we're going to talk about systems of equations. So you guys should have learned it in Algebra 1. So in Algebra 1, you guys should have learned system of equations already. So you probably will see something very similar. You'll be like, oh, wait, I probably seen this before. So this is, something that you should have seen in Algebra 1 before. But I know sometimes certain teachers, they will skip, they'll skip certain chapters. So if you have never seen it, then you better pay attention today, all right? All right, so let's start with an easy problem. I need everyone to participate, all right? So I need you guys to help me out. Right here, I'm going to start with something easy just to warm up. Can you solve an equation with one variable? All right, only one variable. All right, so right here, I have a equations 5x plus 7 equals to 22. All right, can you guys help me out? If I want to solve for x, what should be my first step? What should be my first step if I want to solve for x? Can you guys type it in the chat box, please? Type it in the chat box and just tell me what should I do if I want to solve for x. What should be my first step? All right, so Justin, Regina, Yajira, -7 on both sides. Yep, you guys got it correct. All right. Yes, that's right. So -7 on the left, -7 on the right. All right. All right. Just to make sure you guys are, still remember how to do these. Man, last period, 7th period, so many people got stuck on this. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Come on. All right, so 5x equals to 22 minus 7. That is going to get you 15. Cancel out 7 and 22 with 15. Yep, Jania, yep, you got it. All right. You guys are getting pretty good at this. Justin, Regina, Yajara, Jania, David, Walter, Sarah, thank you so much. All right, and then the next step is divided by 5. Yep, Jania, you got it. Thank you. Justin and Regina, thank you. Yep. All right, so x equals to 3. All right. So good thing that you guys, we're all on the same page. All right. So if anyone is kind of confused on this, we're gonna have a problem. All right. So x equals to 3. That is how you solve it when there is only one variable. We have only one variable to worry about. Okay. So you just undo everything one step at a time. Okay. Undo everything one step at a time. So do a -7 first, just to get rid of the +7. And then do a divided by 5 so you can get rid of the times 5. All right, so what if there are two variables? What if there are two variables? So that is what we're going to do today, all right? So you don't have to write it down, but just watch, all right? I want you guys to just watch. All right, the two equations below has two unknown variables, x and the y. All right, so these equations, they have two variables. Can you guess what number is x and y? So if you have two variables, things going to be very, very different. All right, so how about we only look at one equation first, all right? We're only going to look at one equation, the first one right here. So some number x plus another some number y equals to 6. We have a lot of possible answers. We have a lot of possible answers. Can we do 1 plus 5? It'll work. So x could be 1, y could be 5. Can we do 2 plus 4? It will also work. X could be 2, y could be 4. What about 3 plus 3? It also work. How about we go a little weird? How about 10 plus negative 4? Will also work. So that means x could be 10, y could be negative 4. So my point is, there's so many combinations, all right? So many different combinations. X and y could be any number, all right? It could be any number. So when we have two variables, this is going to be a problem because you have so many different possibilities, okay? You have so many possibilities. And it is really hard to pinpoint exactly what number is x and y. So whenever we see two variables, we are going to have to use another equation. We have to use another equation to help us solve the other one, all right? You have to have at least two equations, all right? You have to have at least two equations. And also, these two equations, they have to be in a system. They have to be in a system. So what the system means? So the two equations are in a system, meaning they have the same values for x and y. They have to have the same value for x and the y. So that means they're in a system. So for example, if x is 1 on the first equation, the second equation, the x must be 1 as well. They need to be the same number. If x is 4 in the first equation, and the second equation, the x needs to be 4 as well. So they are in a system. They are locked into place, all right? These two equations, whatever x is on the first equations is going to be the same on the second one. And then the same for the y, all right? Whatever y is on the first one is going to be the same on the second one. So if we have two equations that are in a system, we can solve the two variables, all right? We can tell exactly what number is x and the y, right? We no longer have to take a guess. Hey, it could, x could be 1, y could be, 5, and, it could be 2, and then it could be a 4 right here. You no longer have to take a guess, all right? We can pinpoint exactly what number is it. All right, so this is what we're going to do today, all right? We'll be solving system of equations, all right? We need two equations at least, and we will solve for both variables. So that is what we're going to do today. All right, moving on. All right, so right here, I want you guys to watch how I'm going to do this example. So do me a favor, write this down, please. Get yourself some paper, pencil, journals, notebook, or something. Write this down. All right. So solve for x and y. You have two equations. The first one is x plus y equals to 6. The second one is 2x plus y equals to 7. And they are in a system. So they're in a system. So whatever x is for the first one is the same value on the second one. All right. All right, so we will start with pick one equation and solve for one variable. And I want you to pick the easy one. All right, pick the easy one. So out of these two equations, you're going to have to pick one equation. And I want you to pick the easy one. So when I say easy, I mean whichever one has less number in the front of the variables, all right? Whichever has less number is going to be the easy one. So you really, really want to do yourself a favor and pick the easy one. So that means we're going to pick the first one, and we will solve for one variable first. So we'll do x plus y equals to 6. All right, I will solve for one variable. All right, so how about we will just solve for x for now, all right? Solve for x for now. If I want to solve for x, I have to remove the positive y. I got to put it on the other side. I got to dump it to the right. So I have to do the opposite. That means I have to do a minus y on the left, minus y on the right. And then plus y and minus y, they will cancel out. So x equals to, right here, 6 minus y. All right, so right here, you got to be very careful because 6 minus y, the order matters, right? Order, it matters. Don't mess up the order. It has to be 6 minus y. You cannot make it into y minus 6, all right? That is wrong. So the order, it matters. So this is 6 minus y. So you have to keep it right here as 6 minus y. All right, so we solve for x. So when I say solve for x, I mean make sure x is alone. Everything else is on the other side. And this is good. This is exactly what we want. So x equals to 6 minus y. All right, now that we know x is 6 minus y, I'm going to take this and I will plug it back into the other equation, all right? I will plug it back into the other equation and then replace x. I'm going to take this 6 minus y, and then I will plug it back into the other equation and then replace the x, all right? I will replace x. So that means you're going to get 2 times, I will replace the x with 6 minus y, and then keep everything else same, right? I will keep everything else same. All right, now that if you look at this equation, we no longer have 2 variables, all right? We have only y's, all right? We have only y's. And that will make it a lot easier, all right? It will make it a lot easier. So we no longer have 2 variables. We only have 1 variable. All right, now let's try to fix it up, makes it a little better, all right? So you will distribute the 2. Distribute the 2. So 2 times 6 is 12. And then 2 times minus y is negative 2y. And then we will combine the like terms right here, negative 2y and the positive y, we will combine the like terms. So negative 2y plus y is going to get you negative y equals to 7. All right, now we have to solve for y right here. And there are a couple of ways that you can do it. Doesn't matter which way that you're going to do it. How about we add y on both sides? Add 1 on both sides. So you got 12 equals to 7 plus y. And then minus 7 on both sides, all right? Minus 7 on the left and on the right. So y equals to 12 minus 7, which is 5. And now we know for sure y equals to 5. We know exactly what number y is now. We no longer have to take a guess, all right? So we know exactly y is 5. All right, once we figure out what y is, I'm going to put this into either equations. Doesn't matter. You can put it into the first one or the second one, but do yourself a favor, the easy one. All right, the easy one, plug it back in. So plug it back in. So you will replace the y with 5. So x plus 5 equals to 6. And then we know x is going to be 1, but let's do it properly, all right? Do it properly. So minus 5 on the left, minus 5 on the right. Cancel out, so x equals to 1. And that is the other answer. So make sure you got both answers, okay? I need to see both answers, both the x and the y. All right, so what do you guys think about it so far? Do you guys get it, kind of get it? Can you guys give me some feedback? You know, just either type it in the chat box or... Oh, wait, what? My screen is not... Wait, can you guys see my screen? Wow, you scared me for a little bit. I thought that the whole time my screen was not working. Let me do this again. All right, Sarah, can you see it right now? Is it working? Okay, okay, okay. All right. Hey, if anything is not working, you're gonna let me know. All right, you're gonna let me know. All right. So, what do you guys think about this? Do you guys think this is doable? You kind of get it, you know? So this should be something that you guys have done in Algebra 1. But then again, some teachers, they'll skip it. Certain teachers, they will rely heavily on calculator. So it really depends. All right. Let's work on one more example. I'm going to do one more example. So make sure that you guys are paying attention. All right. I know this is pretty tough. All right. We'll do one more example right here. Solve for the x and the y. All right. Once again, two equations. All right. So can you guys help me out? I have to pick one equation out of the two and solve for one variable. So which equations should I pick and which variable should I solve for? Which equations should I pick and which variable should I solve for? Can you guys give me some help? Type in the chat. Tell me which one should I do. All right, so I'm going to, okay, Yajira says the first equation. Okay. First equation, which variable, x or y? Should I pick x or should I pick y from the first equation? So you should pick the one with no numbers in the front, all right? Whichever variable has no number in the front, that is the one that you want to pick, all right? So pick the one that is easier, all right? So in other words, out of these four choices, you want to pick the one that has no number in the front. This is the best and easiest choice, okay? But if by any chance you have numbers in right here in the front, then it doesn't really matter. In that case, all of them are like pretty hard. So if they all have numbers in the front, it doesn't really matter. But now let's just pick the one with no numbers in the front. So I'm going to pick this first equation and I will solve for y. All right, I will solve for y. All right, so when I say solve for y, I mean I want y to be alone and everything else on the other side, all right? So I'm going to plus y on both sides, plus y on the left, plus y on the right. So that means 2x equals to -1 plus y. And then I'm going to move the -1 to the left. So plus 1 on the left and the right. So 2x plus 1 equals to y. All right, once we solve this variable, all right, we know y is 2x plus 1. We know y is going to be 2x plus 1. We're going to take this, and then we will put it into the other equation, and replace y, all right? You have to put it into the other equation, not the one that you get it from, all right? We get it from the first one. We don't want to put it back into the first one. We want to put it into the other one and replace y, right? Replace the y. So that means I'm going to have something like this. 4x plus 3 times, and we're going to replace the y with 2x plus 1 equals to 3. All right, the next step is we are going to distribute the 3. All right, we will distribute 3. So that means we're going to get 4x and then positive 3 times 2x is positive 6x. And then positive 3 times positive 1 is positive 3. And then we'll combine like terms. So the 4x right here, and then the 6x right here, combine them. You have to add them together. So that means you'll have 10x plus 3 equals to 3. And then we are trying to solve for x, right? So that means I have to do a minus 3. So 10x equals to 0. And then the last step, I have to undo the times 10. So divided by 10, divided by 10. So x equals to 0. All right, now that we got one of the answers, we know for sure x is going to be 0. All right, we know for a fact x has to be 0. So you're going to take this and plug it back into either equations. Doesn't matter. But let's do yourself a favor, plug it into the simpler one, the easy one. So you will put it right here. So that means I'm going to have 2 times 0 minus y equals to -1. And then 2 times 0 is 0 minus y equals to -1. So when something is 0, just forget about it. You don't have to write it. You may as well erase it. So -y equals to -1. All right. So if I want to turn this around into a positive y, all right, what is that super useful move that we can do, all right, that we can turn into a positive number? So we talked about it a couple of times before. What is that magical move that we can do if I want to turn this into a positive y? Multiply or divide? Yes, Yajira, you got it. Thank you. Yep, that's it. So I want you guys to memorize it. All right. So this move is very useful. If you want to turn a negative number into a positive version of it, you have to times -1 on both sides. And then negative and negative. When you have two negative and they're being multiplied together, it becomes a positive. And then 1 times y is y. And then -1 times -1 is +1. So now you have both answers, all right? X equals to 0 and y equals to 1. All right, so let's just say you want to verify your answer. You want to double check your answers to make sure that you got both of them correct. You can plug these two back into either equations. It doesn't matter, all right? You can plug them into either equations just to verify it. So how about we put it back into the second equation? So I will plug the 0 in, and then I will plug the 1 in. So 4 times 0 is going to get you 0, plus 3 times 1 is going to get you 3. And then 0 plus 3 equals to 3. So yep, it works. So that means we got the correct answer, all right? So one of them is x equals 0. The other one is y equals to 1. All right, I'll give you guys half a minute. Make sure you're writing this down, all right? You need to know about these. All right, so let's check to see if you guys are getting this, all right? So I want you guys to work on the next problem. All right, so check your understanding. There are two equations. I'm giving you two equations. So definitely pick the easy equations and then pick variable. So you will probably want to do the second equation, and it doesn't matter if you want to solve for x or y. In this case, they are pretty much the same. All right, neither variable is going to give you an advantage. So it doesn't matter. you can pick either X or Y. Just solve for one variable. All right, so go to PewDeck and give it a try. All right, go to PewDeck and give it a try. See if you guys can figure out how to do this. All right, I'll give you guys 5 minutes. Go ahead and give it a try. Go to PewDeck. All right, Regina, you're doing good, doing good. Yeah, Jaira, yep, you're doing good. You're doing great. Sarah, wait, Sarah, what is, what are you trying to do? Uh, so you minus y on the left and the right, all right? That's good, that's good. So what exactly is x? What is x? You gotta write the whole thing out, Sarah. All right, Diego, is it a typo, Diego? There you go. Yep. Wait. Whoa, wait. -1? There you go. Okay, good. Um, Justin, okay, you're doing good. You're doing good. Jania, all right, Jania, you have to pick one equation first. All right. How about we pick the second equation? Pick the second equation, solve for one variable. All right. Pick the second equation, solve for one variable. All right, the rest of you guys, can you guys do me a favor and just start working? Angel, David, Walter, Jose, Maya, Malin. All right, Justin, after you solve for x, I want you to plug that into the other equations. All right, so you solve for x already. It is -y plus 1, right? Plug that into the other equation. So go ahead and look at my screen. So I want you to plug that into the other equation. So that means you're going to put this into the other equation and replace x. All right. Plug it into the other equations, replace x. So that means you're going to get -5. Okay, keep going. You do it. -5 times. Make sure you got a parenthesis. All right, parenthesis. Yep. All right, good. And then the rest, just keep it the same, right? Plus 2y equals to -19. All right, just keep going, all right? Just keep going. All right, Angel, show me your steps, all right? Show me your steps. Jania, look at the screen, look at my screen. Jania, take a look at my screen. So if you want to solve for x, you have to do a -y minus y. All right, and then they will cancel out. So x equals to 1 minus y. All right, 1 minus y. All right, yeah, Jared, you got it. Good, awesome. Sarah, are you stuck? Seems like you're stuck. All right, the next step is you have to distribute the -5, all right? Distribute the -5. You look at my screen, Sarah. There you go. Yes, distribute it. So -5 times 1, -5, and then -5 times -y. There you go. Good, good, good. Plus, you sure? Where's the 5 at? So -5 times -y. The negative and the negative is going to becomes a positive. And then 5 times y, since they are not like terms, just write it out like this. Okay, okay, good, good, good. Plus 2y equals to -19. All right, all right. I know you're like all the way at the edge, but just put that. Yeah, that's good. All right. Now the next step is you have to combine the like terms. So we have like terms right here and right here. Can you combine them? Combine them. You are definitely on the right track. All right, just keep going. Combine them. Yep. Mm-hmm. Plus 7y. All right, all right, all right. Just keep going. You are definitely on the right track. Uh, all right, all right. Diego. All right, Diego. Look. Um, so you gotta think about like your strategy. All right. Keep going. Keep going. All right. Hey, hold on. Hey, Diego, hold on. All right, stop for a little bit. Diego, stop. Do you think you missing something right here? Look on my screen. Do you think you're missing something right here? So that means you're also missing something right here. Do you think you can backtrack a little bit and see if you can fix that? Yeah, Justin, you got me one answer. Where's the other one? Where is the other one? All right, Malin, you are doing good. All right, this is the core. Yeah, you're definitely on the right track. Now that you got x is 1 minus y, right? I want you to take this and then plug it back into the other equation and replace the x. All right, plug it into the other equations, replace the x. Ooh. All right, guys, once you figure out one answer, use that to find the other one. All right. If you already figure out one answer, use that to find the other one. Hey, Justin, once you figure out one answer, use that to find the other one. All right. I need both the X and the Y. All right. Both the X and the Y. You did it on a paper. Nah, I'm not taking that. I'm not buying it. Whoa, wait, Sarah. Wait, Sarah. Stop. So is it y or is it this is y, right? Y equals to -2, right? So when you plug it into the equations, you have to replace the y. It doesn't matter which equations that you do. It seems like you are doing the first equation, so that means you have to replace the y, not the x. But the problem is, hey, why don't you do the easy one? Don't you think this is much easier than the first one? So if you plug the y back into right here, I think it's a better choice, but it's up to you. I mean, if you want to do the first one, that's totally up to you. All right, I'll give you guys maybe another minute or so. We're gonna have to move on to the next one. All right. Hey, Justin, stop for a little bit. Look, Justin, take a look at my screen. You already know y is -2. So all you gotta do is put it in here. Put it in here. So that means you have x plus -2 equals to 1. And then plus and the minus, plus and the negative, it will become just a negative. And then go ahead and solve for x. Hey, Malin, I think you are missing a negative sign, all right? So it's probably right here. I think you're missing a negative sign because you need to add 5 on both sides. You need to do a plus 5 on the left, plus 5 on the right. And then right here, -19 plus 5 is -14. David, Maya, Walter, Jose, can you guys give it a try? Let's work on this. All right, Justin, you're good. You're good. Thank you. All right, let me go over this. All right, I'm going to go over this. I'm going to go over this. So back to the Microsoft Teams meeting. Let me go over this. So I'm going to solve for one variable on the second equation. So it really doesn't matter which one that you want to solve for, either x or y. It doesn't matter. They're they're pretty much the same. So I'm going to solve for x. So that means I have to do a minus y on both sides. And then x equals to 1 minus y. And I'm going to take this, put it into the outer equation, and replace the x, all right? Replace x. So negative 5 times 1 minus y plus 2y equals to negative 19. And then distribute the negative 5. So you have negative 5 plus 5y plus 2y equals to negative 19. And then I'm going to combine the like terms. So that means you're going to get negative 5 plus 7y equals to negative 19. And then plus 5 on both sides. Seven y equals to negative 14. Divided by 7 on both sides, all right? Divided by 7. So y equals to negative 2. All right, that's one of your answer. Now let's find the other one. So a lot of you guys just kind of stop right here, but you're not done, all right? You're not done. You need to figure out the other answer. So I'm going to plug this into either equations. Doesn't matter which one. But I would highly recommend you to pick the easy one, all right? Pick the easy one. So that means I'm going to get x plus negative 2 equals to 1. And then the positive and the negative, it will become just a negative. And then to solve for x, we have to do a plus 2 plus 2. So x equals to 3. So you got two answers. One of them is x equals to 3. The other one is y equals to negative 2. All right, so let's try one more, all right? Let's try one more. All right, I really need you guys to give it a try, all right? Don't just sit there and do nothing. So do me a favor, at least give it a try. All right, so two equations. Once again, pick the easy equation and pick the variable with no number in the front, all right? It will save you a lot of time. So pick the easy equation with a variable that has no number in the front and then solve for that variable. Oh, wait, Jania, no, Jania, no. Hey, Jania, look at my screen. Look at my screen. All right, so obviously you want to pick x. So that means you want to get rid of plus 2y. Okay, so this is one term. Okay, the 2 and the y, they are together. You can't just solve the 2, all right? They are together right now. So you have to take this whole thing and then move it to the right, which means we have to do the opposite. That means I have to do a minus 2y, minus 2y, all right? And then after that, plus 2y and minus 2y, they will cancel out. They'll cancel out. So x equals 2. And then the 2 minus 2y, they are not like terms, all right? These two, they are not like terms. One of them is a number. The other one is a variable, all right? They are not like terms. So don't try to combine them together. You can't. So when something is not like terms, you cannot combine them together. So that means you can only write them both out. Write them both out like this. All right, now that you solve for x, right? You already got x. X is 2 minus 2y. I want you to take this whole thing, plug it into the other equation, and replace the x. Plug it into the other equations and replace x. All right, so tell me what you got. Just keep going. Just keep going. Let me see what you got. All right, Sarah, you're doing pretty good. Just keep going. All right, you're doing pretty good. All right, Regina, you're good. You're good. Hey, go ahead and go do the homework. All right, you can go ahead and get your homework. Your homework is on the hub. I think it's on the week of November 2nd. You can go ahead and get your homework. So on the homework, there's 6 problems, I think. There is an example problem. You don't have to do that. All right, just skip the example. Your Jira, you're doing pretty good. You're doing pretty good. Keep going. Justin, you're doing pretty good. Keep going. Hey, Sarah, fix the positive and the negative. So when you see a plus negative 6y, when you see a plus negative something, you can combine the positive and the negative, and it becomes a minus. So when you are adding a negative number, just right away makes it into a minus. And then Sarah, you forgot about the y after the 4. That is why things are kind of messed up. There you go. There you go. Oh. Hey. There you go. Okay, Good. Minus 10y, all right? Minus 10y. I think you are pretty good, Sarah. It's pretty good. Almost done. Hey, Justin, you're not done, right? Keep going. All right, so Justin, you only solve for y, all right? This is what you get, all right? Now I want you to plug this y back into either equation. So let's pick the easy one, and I'm going to put it back in here. Wait, hold up. I think something is wrong. It doesn't. Wait, stop. I think something is wrong. Right, where is? All right, so I'm looking at this part right here. Where's the y right here? All right, Justin, backtrack a little bit. Put the y right there. Okay. All right, everything's good. Now distribute the 3 to these two. So what is 3 times negative 2y? Can you erase these? Whoa. Wait. So negative 6y, right? And then what is 3 times 2? Oh, okay. You're trying. Okay. Keep going. Negative 10y and then plus 6. Plus 6. Hey, Justin, I think you're kind of rushing. All right. I think you're kind of rushing. All right. Look, after you solve this part, you should get a negative 6y plus 6 minus 4y equals to 16. And then combine the like terms. Combine the like terms right here. So you'll have, there you go. Okay. Minus 6 on both sides, and then wait. So, look. Okay. Keep going. Negative 1. All right, a couple of you guys did pretty good. All right, almost everyone who tried got it correct, so that's good. That's good. All right, good, good, good. All right, almost everyone who gave it a try, you guys all got the correct answer, so that's good. I know it's a lot of steps, but just slow down a little bit, all right? Slow down a little. Wait, so do you add the twos? No, you don't add the twos. They are not like terms, all right? Don't add them. All right, so let me go over this. I'm gonna go over this, all right? So look at my screen. I'm gonna show you guys how to do this, all right? So look at my screen. All right, so it's pretty obvious. I'm going to pick the second equation and I will solve for the x, all right? Because there's nothing in the front. This is the easiest choice, all right? So you always want to pick the one with no number in the front, all right? It will make your life a lot easier. So x plus 2y equals to 2. If I want to solve for x, I have to get rid of the plus 2y. So minus 2y on the left, minus 2y on the right. Cancel out. So x equals to 2 minus 2y. All right, so let me say this again. These are not like terms, all right? The 2 and the 2y, they are not like terms. You cannot try to do 2 minus 2, all right? You can't. 2 minus, it doesn't work that way because one of them is a number, the other one is a variable. So it cannot be add or subtract or anything. You can't do anything about it. So the only thing you can do is leave them alone, all right? Just write them both out like that. So once you solve for the x, all right, x is 2 minus 2y. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it into the other equation and replace the x. All right, I'll plug it in into the other equation. So I will have 3 times 2 minus 2y and then minus 4y equals to 16. And then well, Regina, yes, you can go, but do you want to stay after? Because I'm going to explain some of the problems on the snapshot. If you want to go, you can go ahead. All right. It's up to you. And I can tell you that it's going to be pretty tough. So just go take a break. Hey, just go take a break. Come back at 3:20. Yeah, go take a break. Take a 10 minutes break. All right, now I'm going to distribute the 3. All right, I will distribute the 3. So 3 times 2 is 6, and then 3 times negative 2y is negative 6y. And then right here, you got like terms, so you will combine them. So 6 minus 10y equals to 16. And then I'm going to minus 6 on both sides. Minus 6 on the left, minus 6 on the right. So negative 10y equals to 10. And then I'm going to divide it by negative 10 on both sides. So y equals negative 1. And now that you got one of the answer, y is negative 1, you're going to plug it into either equations. Doesn't matter. I'm going to plug this into the second equation, replace the y, all right? Replace the y. So x plus 2 times negative 1 equals to 2. And then Positive 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. And then plus 2 on both sides, you will get your answer, all right? That's the other answer. Make sure you have to give me both, all right? I need to see both answers, both the x and the y. All right, so that's it for today. Most of you guys did pretty good today. I mean, you guys try really hard on this, and I really appreciate you guys, giving your best. So let me show you the homework, and then after that, you guys are good to go. So get on to the hub. Get onto the hub. Go to Algebra 2. Go to Plans. And then you are going to go to week of November 2nd. Week of November 2nd. And then this is your homework right here. System of equation substitution. So click on it and then go ahead and download it on your laptop. All right, download on your laptop. So be careful on the deadline. All right, deadline is the 19th, so that's 1 week from now. All right, that's 1 week. You guys have 7 days to work on this, and please don't miss any assignments, guys. Don't miss any assignments. So many of you guys are missing assignments. Even when you get a really good grade on the exam, just because you're missing assignments, it will drag your grade down, all right? So be very mindful of the deadline. So you have 1 week to finish 6 problems. That's a lot more than enough, all right? A lot more than enough. So make sure you submit your work for the deadline, all right? So once you open up the homework, you will see something like that, all right? So the example problems, you don't have to do it. Example problems, you don't have to do it. So you will start down here, all right? You will begin right here, all right? All right, so that's it for today. I will see you guys again next Tuesday, all right? I'll see you guys again next Tuesday. All right, you guys have a good weekend, all right? Be safe. All right, see you all later. See you later, Jania, Sarah, have a good one. All right, see you later, Diego.